Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Amanda and this is Lilybug. She is almost 4 months old. But anyways, today I'm going to show you guys our new car, which I'm so excited about. If you don't know the story, which I don't think I've ever told this story, maybe I have, maybe I have not, of why I don't have a car. So when we moved to Pensacola, I had a Chevy Spark. That's what I used before, like, I turned 18, and the truck that my mom bought me just went kaput, to put it that way. So ended up having to actually finance a car at 18. I got a really bad interest rate on it. Basically, the second I drove it off the lot, I was upside down in it. And I had such a high interest rate that every time I was making a payment, it was basically just paying the interest. So I was extremely upside down in that car, and I had it from when I was like 18 or 19-ish to when we moved here in Pensacola. So I was like 22. So almost 4 years. And honestly, the car's value, the 2015 Chevy Spark, the value of that car decreased drastically. It was like, it was worth like $4,000, like retail price, like what someone could sell it for. So I would not get close to that, obviously, because they have to make money. So what happened, we got really lucky. In the moment I wasn't feeling like I was lucky, but I ended up, or someone ended up hitting me in the back. It was a GMC Sierra, it was a huge truck. I just remember, what was it? It was a very, very large truck. And they ended up, I was completely stopped at a red light, and they ended up ramming right into the back of my car. Well, because there was damage to, like, I guess the main frame, the cost to repair it was not worth it. So my car ended up being totaled. Now, what was really interesting about my situation is that the person that hit me was actually from out of state. They were from Wisconsin. So I was dealing with their insurance company when it came to my car, and then my own insurance for health reasons, but I really didn't have any injuries. So they actually decided that they wanted to pay to fix my car, but the state of Florida, they're, what are those people called that come out and like, they like put a number on how much something is. Oh my God, I cannot think of that word. I was literally about to take you guys outside to look at the new car, and it's dumping. I'm so glad I wasn't out there with her in this moment with my camera as well. That would have been bad. But anyways, they wanted to pay to repair it, but Florida had deemed it totaled. So the VIN number on the car was totaled. So it wasn't drivable. I could never sell it or anything like that. So I ended up having to fight with this insurance company in Wisconsin, and they ended up totaling my car. So ever since then, we just haven't had a car. You know, it was a blessing in disguise, because at that moment I was like really sad. We had just moved here. Me and Mauricio actually had just gotten married, and we were experiencing some problems already, and I was actually driving home from like marriage counseling, I guess, when this happened. So it was really traumatizing for me, and it was just like overall a bad experience. But in the end, I'm not upside down on a loan, and we don't have to put like money onto the back of a new loan or anything like that, which we're very fortunate about. The only thing is that we don't have a car to trade in, which wouldn't have made a difference because we would have had to put money towards the back of a new loan. Anyways, we ended up waiting to buy a car, and we just kept waiting and waiting and waiting and procrastinating. And then I didn't need one during quarantine. It just didn't make sense to have another car payment during quarantine when we couldn't go anywhere anyways. And then I got pregnant with her, and I got sick, and then I really just had no reason to go out of the house because I was so sick. And then we moved here, and again, we were on the market for a car, but we weren't like super like in a rush about it. But here recently, with my postpartum depression and stuff like that, it became more of a necessity and a need. So we ended up going through Carvana, which we had a good experience with so far. There are some repairs that need to be made to the car, but they did drop it off to us, and we have scheduled a day for them to repair everything that needs to be repaired on this car, which is really nice. They didn't state these issues on the car. We probably would not have bought it if we knew that they had these issues, but they are fixing it. And they also gave us a $100 credit for a full gas tank and a full detail, which the car comes with, but there's a whole nother story of why we're getting that $100 for it, because, you know, they called and said there was multiple things wrong with it and that they wanted to put it in the shop to fix it. And then me and Mauricio were like, we're just gonna reject the car. We don't want to deal with that. And then after a while, we noticed that, like, we realized that the car we got was a really good price, and that cars like that were just like flying off the market right now. and we would never be able to find another car at this price right now in this current economy state. So that is why we ended up saying, okay, just bring it to us, we'll see it. Mauricio looked at everything, and once they said that they were going to schedule for it to be taken to a body shop repair place and they would further investigate and fix everything, then we were a little bit like, okay, that's good. And we still have 7 days to return it with Carvana, and they might even extend it for us if like it takes longer for them to come back with what exactly needs to be repaired on the car. But for right now, we do have a car, and it probably will go in the shop for, I would guess, like maybe a couple weeks at this point, because I've heard that like car shops are really backed up. I don't know why, but I've heard that. So I guess we'll just wait and see how long it actually takes for them to fix the car. But yeah, I was gonna go out there and show you guys what it looks like, but it's pouring down rain, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit. So I'm gonna finish cleaning because Mauricio's family is actually staying at a river nearby us. They're camping, so we'll probably go there most of the nights this week. And then also Mauricio's sister is driving in today, and she's actually staying with us. So I've been like picking up our spare bedroom. I don't think I've ever shared my spare bedroom on camera either, just because it's like a huge, it's not a mess. We actually have it pretty cleaned up right now because we've had lots of people come in and out of this room, but it's kind of like a throw all. So I just have like a bunch of pictures that I still need to hang up in this box. The only reason I haven't was because I thought we were gonna paint, but now we kind of decided not to paint at this moment just because Lily is too small to handle that kind of, you know, paint is toxic and stuff. And then we have all this stuff that's probably gonna be kept for another baby. We haven't decided yet, except for like the diapers maybe. I don't know if those will go bad after a while. And then, you know, like our suitcase and pillows and sheets for guests. That's why it's pulled out. And then a bunch of stuff in the corner that we kind of just need to go through and decide what we want to keep and what we don't want to keep. And then this is Lilia's tent. This is actually going to turn into my office within the next couple of weeks. So I think I'm gonna do a video on like transforming this room into my office, which I'm super excited about. But like even this closet is a complete disaster as well. Actually, Lilia's stuff from, I think, 6 to 9. 6 to 9? No. Is it 9 to 12? I think it's, I don't remember. 6 to 9 and like 9 to 12 clothes in here, like 9 through 12 or something like that are in here because her closet's already full. So we use this closet as her backup closet. But yeah, I'm just basically cleaning the house. So if you're not really into like cleaning stuff, I'll put a little mark right here of the time that I'm actually going to show you guys the car, which I will be doing in this vlog. So I will put the timestamp if you don't want to watch montage footage or like fluff footage is what I like to call it. I'm also trying to get Lilia to fall asleep, but she did take a pretty long nap this morning, almost 3 hours. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So I'm just gonna finish cleaning a little bit and hopefully she'll fall asleep. Mauricio is also gonna be home in like an hour. It's pretty late in the day, it's already 1:30. So hopefully when he gets home, I can show you guys the car. Even if I have to film a little bit while we're driving to the river, if we decide to go tonight with the rain and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna finish cleaning. I just ramble forever and ever and ever. I get bored and I just like talking to you guys. And I feel like I'm finally getting into a routine of doing it again. So it feels really nice and I just really enjoy it.
To be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it, you can do better.
So we are in the car. I'm actually gonna take my glasses off because they glare so freaking bad on this camera. It drives me up a wall. Anyways, we are in the car, and so for anyone that wants to know, it's a 2015 Nissan Pathfinder. It is a platinum 4-wheel drive. So I guess like that means it has all the bells and whistles. I'm not quite sure. But I'm gonna explain every feature it has that I know it has. Mauricio probably should be doing this, but I'm gonna be doing it because this is what I do. All right, so I'm gonna do my best I can. All right, so first things first is that it has a push to start, which I really, really like. And it also has like what you guys saw just now, that you can press the button here and it will start the car and keep it locked. And I guess with like most cars, it doesn't actually start the car. Once you get in, you have to push to start to actually get the car to go, which means you need the keys. So that's how it's like, I guess, a safety feature so no one steals your car. And then I'm actually going to scoot the seat back a little bit, which I'm probably gonna mess up Lily's car seat. She's actually behind this seat for right now. She is gonna move into the seat on the other seat, but just right now. Okay, so it has 2 seat settings for 2 different people, so probably me and Mauricio, and you just have to hit like 1 or 2 and it will go to the designated seat position when the car turns on. And then it has like electric windows and yada yada, all that fun stuff. And you can move your mirrors with this function right here, which is pretty cool. We have heated steering wheel, which I guess is like part of the bells and whistles. And then like the trunk you can like open with like the push of a button, and it closes with the push of a button. So I guess that's pretty cool as well. I think this is because there's a plug in the back. I'm not sure, we'll see later on in the back. There's a fly in here. It has like voice talking, voice call, Bluetooth, all the fun stuff. Touchscreen radio, it has like navigation, and all that fun stuff. Actually, a funny story with this car, I kind of touched bases on it earlier, that they asked us to put it in the shop, but we wanted to see it first, and then they decided to let us keep it, and then we would just take it to the shop. So it didn't get a full detail, which is why we're getting that $100 credit. It also didn't have a full tank of gas, which they always guarantee you have. So that is the reason why we're getting the $100 extra. I said I was touch bases on a little bit reason why. So it is a little bit still dirty in here, but like I said, we just have to get it detailed when they send us that $100, I guess in the mail, I don't really know. Then it has like, I guess what Mauricio calls like his and her AC seats, so like I can make it as cold as I want or as hot as I want, and then this person can also do the same, or I can do it where both of them, I guess, are dual. I don't know how that works. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you just turn off this one and it becomes a dual. So that's pretty cool. And then it has a sunroof right here, and then it also has a sunroof in the back, which isn't open. I'm actually gonna open it right now for you guys to see. And Lilia loves this. I'm pretty sure this is what has kept her calm the 4 times we've ridden in the car so far. She loves to look out that. And then she's actually gonna be in this seat right here, which is why her toy is right there. She's just back there because for the longest time we put her on the driver's side because I would sit in the passenger seat. Oh, thinking of seats, we have heated and AC seats, which is really cool. Living in Florida, you need AC seats, not really heat seats, but you guys can kind of tell how it needs to be detailed quite a bit, but we will get there probably this weekend or next weekend. And then Mauricio has his plants, and then so just have like a basic seat in the back. And then actually what's really cool about this is it actually has a 3rd row option, or you can just have really large trunk space. Right now it's just set up for trunk space, and then if we ever need the 3rd row, we'll put it up, but it's probably always going to be used as trunk space, aka Dixie's space or whatever it is, until we need a 3rd row, which I don't even know if we'll ever need a 3rd row, but that's the reason why we really like this car, is because it's not a van, but it's kind of close to it with the 3rd row. The 3rd row, you are kind of squished in the back, but you know, it is what it is. It was just gonna be for like extra space, basically. But yeah, I don't know what else kind of features it has, honestly. And Mauricio would be the one to see. So if you guys are wondering, leave them down below, and questions about this car, and I'll let him look at the comments and respond to them if there are any. But I do really like this car so far. It's a really good family car. And what was I saying? It's something we can kind of grow into. I think I've mentioned this before, that like we don't really want to have too many more kids. The experience with Lilia was really, really traumatizing for both of us. So we're kind of like leaning on the side of only having maybe one more biological kid, and then if we want more in the future, we would definitely adopt. We are or I should say I'm more passionate about adopting eventually teens in the foster care system, just because, you know, they don't really have that high of a chance of fostering. So I think eventually that's something we will do. But by that point, I'm pretty sure we'll have another car. This car will be a couple years older, and it might just not be as reliable. But this car is good for now for us, and we really like it so far. It drives really well. We drove yesterday for like an hour, and it drove really well. It's not the greatest on gas, but it is a bigger car, so you kind of have to like weigh your pros and cons when it comes to that type of stuff. But yeah, I really love it, and I think it's really going to be a nice thing for us to have our second car, and me and Lily can actually get out of the house. I'm actually going to make it like a mission for us to go out on a drive at least 2 times a week, just me and her. Whether I make it 5 minutes down the road or 10 minutes down the road, try to slowly build up to going up more time in the car, and hopefully that will help her get used to being in the car, because she's honestly not in the car that often. But yeah, really love the car. But now I'm gonna go inside because I miss my baby and my husband just came home. So I don't wanna be out here too long by myself. But I did wanna show you guys this car because I really do love it. If you're in the market for a new car, Nissan Pathfinder, they're pretty good on price. And like the model, like I said, this is the Platinum, and it's the 2015. I don't remember if I said that or not, but it's the next day, guys, and I forgot to end the vlog. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end it here, but watch out for this week's vlogs because they're gonna be really exciting. We're going to the river a bunch with Mauricio's family, so I'm gonna be posting probably a good amount of vlogs. So watch out for those. They'll be way more interesting than this car one if you weren't really interested in it anyways. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my hair